Aha. Me when someone greets me by saying, "What's up, bro?"
Practical, certainly, but in terms of etiquette, incorrect.
Me when someone suggests I take a break from drinking.
I haven't done it yet. I may do it. If this doesn't work out, probably I will do it. I would almost say definitely.
And this was me greeting my mother and father-in-law on Boxing Day after drunkenly insulting them at Christmas dinner.
There's no point in saying good morning, because it certainly is not one.
Okay, folks, let's get into it. We're going to talk about, I think it's my top 7 classy fragrances for the springtime. Very grown-up, classy fragrances that we can wear in the upcoming spring season. It's going to be fun. Please remember, folks, if you want to buy fragrance samples in the USA or Canada or Puerto Rico, go to myfragrancesamples.com. That is the number one place I recommend with an amazing range of designer and niche fragrances. So I've got some really lovely masculine fragrances that work great in the springtime as the weather warms up a little bit. Number 1, Boy, Chanel Boy, and boy oh boy is this a good fragrance. So 2016 release, and apparently Fragrantica has it listed as Olivier Polge as the perfumer. Amazing, very expensive fragrance. It's in their higher end range from Chanel, so higher prices than your Bleu de Chanel and stuff. And this is an aromatic fougere with a kind of old school powdery dandy vibe. It's a very dandyish powdery fougere fragrance. Note listing here: lavender, grapefruit, lemon, geranium, orange blossom, rose, white musk, heliotrope, sandalwood, vanilla, moss, and also castoreum. So this is a rather fascinating and lovely fragrance. It's soapy, it's clean, it has classic barbershop elements. Maybe if you like things like Invasion Barber by MDCI Parfums, you might like this. It doesn't smell massively like that, but it shares a powdery, semi-spicy quality, and this one has quite a lot of florals in it. So it leans actually very unisex. Men or women can wear this. Very, very refined, very dapper smelling, and because of all those florals and that typical kind of freshness that you get with a fougere, perfect for the springtime for the well-dressed gentleman. Okay, let's move on next. An honourable mention, because I shouldn't put my own fragrance in here. Bombiva by Norton & Wilson, actually perfect for the springtime. But, you know, people sometimes forget this one a bit. This is amazing. It could even be our best fragrance. Chic Perfuminare, amazing reviews. Gravitas Porom, a modern classic. Bombiva is all about living the good life. It has a beautiful, fresh, citrusy opening, but it's actually rather complex. There's a gin note in there. There are some delicate floral kind of tones in there. There's a little bit of spiciness, and it's got a lovely vetiver dry down too. This one's so complicated and so refined. I think it takes a while to get it. And, you know, people are coming back to me and saying, wow, you know what, this is now my favourite from you guys. Check out Bombiva, Norton & Wilson website, my company that we founded to make classic fragrances with a modern twist. Go there and you can buy this fragrance in the USA, Canada and the UK. Well, next up then, let's give you something a little bit less expensive. L'Instant de Guerlain. I think the original Eau de Toilette version for men is absolutely lovely with its wonderful combination of cacao pod in the base with top notes of lemon, star anise, bergamot, elemi and pepper, mid notes of tea, hibiscus, smoke and jasmine, and in the base the aforementioned cacao pod, patchouli and sandalwood. So this one manages to be fresh and chocolatey all at once. So patchouli can have a chocolate note, cacao pods or cocoa, obviously the same kind of thing. Lemon, bergamot and elemi giving it that freshness, and star anise gives it this ever so subtle hint of a licoricey-esque smell in there. Really, really pleasant, fresh, floral, the classic kind of Guerlain style and chic about this one. Very, very charismatic, very different to anything else I've ever smelled actually. Semi gourmandish, but not overwhelmingly gourmandish, but it has this beautiful chocolatey thing. So if you want something with a little bit more sweetness, but still that dapper, grown-up kind of vibe, this really delivers that, and I think it's therefore perfect because it is fresh, it's affable, it's approachable, it has that optimism, it has quite a bit of florals in there, at least jasmine anyway, and I think it's perfect for the springtime. Check it out, L'Instant de Guerlain, more affordable than the previous scent, that's for sure. Okay, next up, we're going to go for a true all-time classic. Acqua di Parma Colonia, the ultimate original European-style barbershop fragrance. It is a citrus aromatic fragrance, first released way back in 2016. Loads of that great Acqua di Parma ones. You know what? You just want that optimistic, spring is in the air, the blossoms on the trees kind of vibe, and I'm a dapper gentleman going about my business with a spring in my step. This really delivers that. It's got top notes of lemon, sweet orange and bergamot. It's written on the back here. Lavender in the heart notes and alongside Bulgarian rose, my favourite kind of rose, with verbena, rosemary, and then base notes vetiver, sandalwood and patchouli. So it's fresh, it's soapy, it's dapper, it is quite old-fashioned smelling, so be warned. But I don't know, it has a sort of timeless charm. It's very unisex, really. Fresh, soapy, citrusy, Classic barbershop, a little bit of the aforementioned powderiness, but more citrusy, fresh, soapy than the Chanel Boy. No less delightful and a fraction of the cost. Great barbershop fougere, perfect. Really, really spring in a bottle. I'm going to do a cliche, but you know what? It's back in my list. I'm not sure it made the list last year. Green Irish Tweed by Creed. It is spring in a bottle. It's the Irish countryside. Bottled, 1985 release. Absolutely amazing composition from perfumer Pierre Bourdon. And a wonderful lemon and lemon verbena opening in this one. Violet leaf is in there, as is sandalwood and ambergris. It has this very, very fresh, easy to enjoy kind of accord in there. It is a little bit. It is similar to Cool Water from Davidoff, but this is a much higher quality version. It has a je ne sais quoi that neither Cool Water nor any of the other cheap clones out there can ever quite capture. It has this beautiful, almost melancholy, aristocratic air, fresh, citrus, green, grassy accords, and something rather nostalgic and wistful about this one. Very, 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 very classy, very charismatic again, and goes perfectly when you're dressed up rather nicely. In springtime, perfect, of course, because of that freshness. Okay. Last couple then, I'm actually going to go for Rochas Parfums Scandal. Very expensive, probably the one that will cost you most in the list. I've got the Parfum version. Amazing citrusy fougere fragrance. Again, very fresh, very high quality, amazing long note listing. Loads of fresh citrusy accords in the opening. These kind of kitchen herbs, rosemary and other aromatic green kind of herbal accords in the mid, and also wonderful precious woods in the dry down. It's rich, it's complex, it's overwhelmingly fresh, but it has this real magic about it. A little bit similar to the vintage formula of Dior's Eau Sauvage, which I think did inform the composition a little bit. By no means a rip-off of that. Very, very charming, very expensive, fresh, affable, sophisticated, elegant, and very expensive, but reassuringly expensive. Perfect for the springtime. Last one then. Now, good luck getting this. Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme. You need to get the vintage version. Amazing citrus with woods, musk, and a hint of tobacco. It has this amazing Italian chic. It's like that real, you're out in your crisp white shirts. It's early evening in May or something. You're heading out for a Campari or whatever in Milan, and you're wearing this. It is 90s optimism in a bottle, and hence perfect for the springtime. I love it, but you've got to get the old bottle on eBay with the sticker, the made in Italy one. The others aren't quite the same. Folks, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If so, or even if you didn't enjoy it, please subscribe, then you can see more of my offerings. I will see you in the next video and on my live streams Thursdays, Fridays and Saturdays, 5:30 p.m. UK time. Remember, whatever you're doing in life, let's project, and sometimes life may stink, but we can always smell good. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bombiva, le nouveau parfum pour homme par Barnetnaughton. Parce que la vie est faite pour être appréciée.